the coach. You're locked into the NFL.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Oakland Raiders.
Keep playing hard. Let's go. Let's go. Come to my world. We won.
That ball complete to Isabella. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
I can go on and on about Larry Fitzgerald and his numbers, which are considerable, and everyone knows that. But the thing I keep coming back to, he never quits seeking knowledge. Every year, he works with former NFL players who are great wide receiver.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Dwayne Harris. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Carr now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in there an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Monday, down. 180. 43. Defense wins championships, baby.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Carr completes it, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 10 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. The Raiders defense getting ready. And a big reason they got the lead here in the first half, some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
Taking me back to my childhood a bit.
There you go. You had a collection, didn't you?
I did. First down, Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just...
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Watch the screen.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And an alley to run. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Cardinals on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Now Carr again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray now on first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 73 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack block.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Back onto the field now comes the wideout Antonio Brown. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by it that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second and a couple. Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And the Raiders have got him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And the pressure gets to him again. Maurice Hurst picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kicks.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You right in it? Let's do it.
To throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And is there bad blood here? I mean, and go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Murray now on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Terrell Suggs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw on third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. To throw is Murray. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr going to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.